I am Savita Valsang and you're watching Statistics Made Simple. In this video, we will find solutions to problems based on the chi-square distribution, mainly 1 and 2 markers. Problem 1. The degrees of freedom of a chi-square variate as 7. Find the mean and variance. So let's start with the solution. You know that the degrees of freedom of a chi-square distribution is denoted by n, and n is also the parameter of the chi-square distribution. So write given n equal to 7, then write the formula for the mean, that is, consider E of chi-square equal to n, which is equal to 7, and the variance is V of chi-square equal to 2n, which is 2 into 7 equal to 14. Problem 2. For a chi-square variate, if degrees of freedom is 5, find the mean, variance, standard deviation, and mode of the distribution. Not all of them will be asked together. They can ask you one or two of them for either 1 or 2 marks. So start with the solution. The degrees of freedom is 5, means n is 5. So write given n is equal to 5. Then write the mean formula. Consider E of chi-square equal to n, which is equal to 5. Then V of chi-square is equal to 2n, which is 2 into 5 equal to 10. The standard deviation is SD of chi-square equal to root 2n, which is root 2 into 5, which is root of 10, which is 3.1622. Then mode formula is equal to n minus 2, which is 5 minus 2 equal to 3. Problem 3. If x is a normal variate with mean equal to 10 and variance 4, what is the distribution of x minus 10 by 2 and x minus 10 by 2 the whole square? We know that the mean of a normal variate is mu and the variance is sigma square. So let's start the solution. Write given mu equal to 10 and sigma square is equal to 4, which implies sigma is equal to 2. Now they have asked us what is the distribution of x minus 10 divided by 2. Now if you look at this expression, it is very similar to the standard normal variate formula. So start with consider z equal to x minus mu by sigma, and in place of mu and sigma you replace the values which are given, that is 10 and 2. So you'll get z equal to x minus 10 by 2. So which is nothing but a standard normal variate, and you know that a standard normal variate will follow the normal distribution with the parameters 0 and 1. Now we have also learned that whenever you square a standard normal variate, then it becomes a chi-square variate with 1 degree of freedom. So consider z square, which is equal to x minus mu by sigma the whole square, and in place of mu and sigma substitute 10 and 2. So you'll get equal to x minus 10 by 2 the whole square, and this will follow chi-square with 1 degree of freedom. Problem 4. If Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4 are 4 independent and identically distributed SNVs, what is the distribution of Z1 square plus Z2 square plus Z3 square plus Z4 square? The solution is very simple and it's very similar to what I have expressed in my previous video. Now, if Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4 are 4 independent and identically distributed SNVs, you know that if we square each of these SNVs and add them up, that means we get Z1 square plus Z2 square plus Z3 square plus Z4 square, then it will follow chi-square distribution with 4 degrees of freedom. Now it's very important to write the degrees of freedom. else your answer may be marked wrong. Problem 5. If the standard deviation of a chi-square distribution is 4, then find its mean and variance. So start the solution. Write given SD of chi-square is equal to 4. So we know that SD of chi-square is equal to root 2n, and you equate it to the value which is given in the problem, which is equal to 4. So in other words, it implies that root 2n is equal to 4. Now you square both sides. So what happens next is, you see that the square root and the square on the left hand side will get cancelled. Okay, and what remains is, you will get 2n is equal to 16, or n is equal to 16 divided by 2, which is equal to 8. Now our aim is not to find out what is n, but we have to find out what is the mean and variance. So write the formula. Consider E of chi-square is equal to n, which is equal to 8, and V of chi-square is equal to 2n, which is 2 into 8 equal to 16. Thank you all for watching, and my next video will be the last video on theoretical distributions, that is based on the student's T distribution.